Our motto is simple: shop, learn, and be healthy. We're talking about Sprouts Markets, and Gordon Valandra from Sprouts is here to run down their fall fruit. Pat is also here. Everybody loves apples, and we've been waiting for the season. Is this it?
We are getting into the apple season. As you know, summer fruit's winding down, so we'll be getting into your apples and your pears this time of year. As a matter of fact, your Galas and Fujis are coming into a new crop right now, and your other apples will be coming on in the next couple months.
And your kids are huge into apples.
Love apples, love apples. And actually, Ralph said this morning, my 5-year-old, he asked if we could make an apple pie today, and I didn't even know this was going to be on. So
Oh, perfect.
It's great.
Is there really a difference in this apple compared to this apple?
Yeah, what I brought in today were some of the newer varieties that are out on the market. Galas and Fujis have actually been around in the U.S. market for about 20 years now, and just in the last probably 5 or 10 years have really come on strong as far as becoming new favorites. Everyone's familiar with the Red and Gold Delicious and Granny Smiths. Well, nowadays you've got some nice, crisp, sweet apples, which kids especially really like the sweet, crunchy apples. So you got your Galas here, which originate from New Zealand. A lot of your sweeter, firmer fleshed apples are going to come from New Zealand or Australia. Your Galas, your Braeburns, your Cameos. Granny Smiths actually originate from New Zealand, believe it or not.
Okay, now there was a time where I couldn't find a Washington apple to save my life. Was there something going on with Washington apples?
Well, it depends on the time of the year. As you know, they only pick apples once a year, so certain times of the year, especially getting into late spring, early summer, your apples are going on 9-10 months old, coming out of controlled storage.
Okay.
So you'll start to see a lot of Chilean fruit because it's their fall, so it's going to be a new crop apple. So that's why you'll tend to see more of the Chilean fruit, late spring, early summer, than you will see the Washington fruit.
Okay, and then you guys have some other apple products here. Check these out. These look good. What are these?
Some delicious dehydrated apple rings, and we also have some apple muffins.
So there's nothing added to these?
Nothing added, just dehydrated apples.
Great in place of chips.
Be a good snack for the kids.
And you taste that tartness. This is the Granny Smith variety. You can do it with all sorts of apples. If you prefer a sweeter apple ring, you could use just a Gala or a Fuji, or you've got your Ambrosia, which is another new apple I don't have out here yet, but not quite in the season.
So which apple, and this is a good question, would you use to make an apple pie? Which one would you recommend?
Traditionally, it's always been the Granny Smiths. It's a good, crisp apple that holds up to long cooking times.
Which is the green one, right?
Exactly.
The green. I always use red.
So do I.
It's a tart apple, so generally you do have to add quite a bit of sugar to it to balance it out. Nowadays, a lot of people are starting to go with the Fuji apple, which has a high sugar content.
For the pies?
Exactly, and it's nice and crisp like the Granny Smith, so they hold up, and so you really get to cut down on the amount of sugar that you put in.
Yeah, you have to keep that in mind.
Well, I was unaware that even apples had too much of a different taste. So last year with my kids, I did a taste test, had them close their eyes and do a taste test.
Oh, you
with
did?
different colors of
And
apples.
did they?
Well, some liked red, some liked green, but I was amazed at how different the apples taste.
Oh, absolutely.
So I thought that was a fun thing.
You have all sorts of flavors working. Your Galas are outright sweet. Your Fujis are another sweet, nice crunchy apple, like I said, like a Granny Smith. It's got a little bit of spicy notes to it. Another new apple coming out of New Zealand are the Pink Ladies, which has a pleasant tartness when you first bite into it, and then it just leads into a nice sweet aftertaste.
Well, thank you, Gordon. We're running out of time, but these are great apples. I can't wait to dig in and try some. And those apples were really good that you brought too.
Well,
Thank you
I'm
for
glad
those.
you enjoyed them. Thank you.
If you would like to find a Sprouts near you, just go to sprouts.com. Super, super simple. I'm sure there's one near you. Thanks for being here, Gordon.
Thanks for having me.
All right, coming up next, the Mom Squad.